Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Man, y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But, man, I just want to go ahead and say, every time I do the intro or the outro, I know everybody be like, bro, I be repeating it with you. I love that y'all let me know that. Even when I run into some of y'all that's part of the collective, man, y'all be letting me know like, hey, bro, I be here for them bangers, bro. Hey, and y'all be letting me know it's 4 videos a week, or y'all be repeating the intro and y'all let me know y'all repeat the intro and y'all know the intro. I appreciate y'all, man. It's love. It's love. I appreciate it. I love it. Thank you. Let's keep running it up. We on that road to 50K, but I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
EY Israel, on March 31st, 1995, Selena was allegedly by gunshots. Ironically, March 31st is the same day that Nipsey Hussle was murdered by gunshots. And you were told that Yolanda Saldivar was her killer. What if I told you to believe half of what you see and none of what you hear? I will also be exposing why the Days Inn decided to change Selena's room from 158 to 150. Trust and believe, if you came here looking for numbers, you are going to get them. Nothing is a coincidence over here, and everything will be exposed. Last but not least, I'm going to give you exactly what you came here for, and I'm going to show you where Selena has been hiding at all these years. To all my Latin community, all my fans of Selena, share this, send this to everybody that you know, because it can't be a lie no more. We are about to expose it. I promise y'all, if y'all ever learn gematria, you will never look at this system, this matrix, the same way ever again. ABC equals 1, 2, 3. Without further ado, no coincidences here. Selena Perez, her last name, and all equal 34, and she was murdered on 34 date numerology. 3/31, 3 plus 31 equals 34. Why does the place of death and her killer's last name both equal 86 and 32 in these same ciphers? Let me tell y'all something. When it numerically aligns like that, now we have to question if it's really real, if it ever happened. Shout out to my man Johnny Taylor on Instagram, who alerted me to this right here. Yolanda Saldivar, the alleged killer. When you add up all the letters in her name, it equals 158. This alleged killing happened in room 158. Come on. So if I'm telling you that it never occurred and that the media has numerically scripted it to look that way, I would have to prove to you that this woman is that woman, right? Get your popcorn ready. The date of Selena's and Cardi B are just numerically intertwined. What am I talking about? If you look at the top of the screen, March 31st and Belcalis Almanzar, which is Cardi B's government name, both of those equal 59. 31st and Cardi B, both equal 125. And March 31 and Trap Selena, hello, she told you who she was. They both equal 60 in a reverse reduction. If this is not numerically scripted, please explain this to me. Selena Quintanilla Perez equals 103. Days Inn, where she was allegedly killed at, equals 103. And Yolanda Saldivar, her birthday is September 19th. That day leaves 103 days left in the year. Cardi B's real name, Belcalis, equals 27. One of her last names, Cephas, also equals 27. From Selena's to Cardi B's birthday, which is October 11th, that's a total of 27 weeks and 5 days. So remember that, 27 weeks and 5 days. Selena's March 31st leaves 275 days left in the year. No coincidence. But why did the Days Inn change Selena's hotel room from 158 to 150? Well, they dropped it down, 8 numbers. Look at here. 8 equals 49. And Almanzar and Quintanilla both equal 49. That's Cardi B and Selena's last names, right? 31. 31 is the date. 86 Almanzar equals 86, and 23 is Selena's age. Y'all want me to show y'all how I know that Hollywood and the media is playing with y'all right in y'all face? Because why is it that Cardi B's last name and Selena's alleged killer last name match in 3 straight ciphers? That's crazy. That's crazy. Even if you don't know gematria, you still gotta question that. Cardi B's first album, Invasion of Privacy, it released on 4/6. Do y'all know from Selena's birthday to the release date of that album is 46 years? So what am I saying? I'm saying that Selena was 46 years old when this album released on 4/6. And if you don't believe that, from Selena's date, which was 3/31/1995, all the way up until the release date of Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B's album, that's a total of 23 years. Selena did at the age of 23. Selena's full name equals 122. Cardi B's birthday, October 11th, equals 122. Hell of a coincidence if you ask me. Here's your icing on the cake. When Cardi B made an appearance on Baby Shark, she played a character by the name of Sharky B, or whatever the case is, right? She posted this on her Instagram on Selena's birthday, right? Not only that, on this show, there was a dance that she made called the Seaweed Sway. Seaweed Sway matches Quintanilla in 2 separate ciphers. Again, this is all numerically scripted. She's telling you exactly who she is, even through a kid's cartoon. There were so many things that I left out, and if this video has shocked you, just be prepared. You can go to my TikTok and go down my page. You'll see how many celebrities have been faking who they are, and a lot of my people know that. All right, so it's time to wake up. This one was not as obvious, but once you've seen it, you've seen it. Now you know numerically how they did it. My name is BY is Real. I don't do conspiracies. I do real ass information, and as always,
men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
First and foremost, man, DMV's third. BY is Real. Shout out to DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I got real love for y'all, man. I got something coming for DC, though. I'm working on something. But I do want to go ahead and say, so for me, like I told y'all before, I forget that I do these reactions. I be forgetting. Someone, like, people run into me, or people let me know they watch the channel, or people share these reactions on their social medias. Man, let me tell you, I'm on Instagram like last week. I get a mention. I didn't know the profile face. I go look. It's BY is Real. Boy, I damn near went crazy. I was starstruck, bro. Like, look, for me, like I said, I forget that I do these reactions. So for someone like that I'm reacting to go ahead and post like the channel and post like the reaction, bro, that's like, bro, it humbled me. I felt humbled as hell. I was hyped. I celebrated. It was something simple. I know it's something simple, but just the fact that, like, he know who I am. So that means he know the collective. He know the channel. Like, bro, okay. We rippling waves here. We rippling waves. He working, he doing his part, we doing our part. We all working together. Like, man, that was dope. Shout out to BY is Real, bro. Again, legend. I thought it was dope. I felt good. And, like, I know sometimes when, like, I post some of y'all stuff and y'all be like, bro, you dope for that, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, I know what the feeling feel like. So that's why I try to look out for everybody else. Like, if I got a platform, I try to put y'all on. And then he got a platform, he put me on. And some of his people came over here. So all love, bro. I was starstruck. But on that clip, directly, the numbers do match. Even if you don't believe it or understand it, you gotta ask a question. Why the numbers matching, lining up so much like that? That's all I want to know. If it ain't real, why the numbers matching up? And if it's fake, like, why is the numbers matching up, though? Let's answer that question. Now, if you think it's real or fake, that's your opinion, but why is it matching up?
I can't see it anymore. Dad, move your hand. What the hell is that thing? Awesome.
75% of the mass of a human brain is made up of a substance called myelin. And myelin is made up 100% by cholesterol. I'll leave it there. On a separate and completely unrelated subject, Alzheimer's disease is a neurodegenerative brain disease which destroys brain cells. Now, Alzheimer's never existed until 1979, and yet now it is one of the leading causes of death in Western societies. On a separate and completely unrelated subject, margarine was first invented in 1869 because Napoleon wanted a cheaper and longer-lasting fat for his armies to travel with. It didn't gain popularity until the Second World War because obviously animal fats contain saturated fat and a lot of cholesterol. So they wanted to offer a lower cholesterol alternative. I'll leave it there. On a separate and completely unrelated subject, margarine is one molecule away from being plastic. Now, as any chemist will tell you, one molecule can make a huge difference to the finished compound. Take ethanol and methanol, for example. One molecule difference, but very, very, very different results when ingested into the human body. Right? So I'll leave it there. On a separate and completely unrelated subject, a simple experiment to do at home is to take a slab of butter, a slab of vegetable margarine with no animal fats in, and a slab of plastic, and stick them all outside in your garden and have a look what happens. Very quickly, all the wildlife in the area is going to be attracted to that butter, from the flies and the beetles and the mini beasts through the birds, the rodents, all the way up to the apex predators, foxes, badgers, bears. If there happens to be no other wildlife around, then bacteria and mold will very, very quickly consume it because it's easily digestible for all organic life forms. The margarine and the plastic will sit there for weeks. Nothing in nature will touch them. Try it. I'll leave it there. On a separate and completely unrelated subject, I invite all GPs out there to check your patients' records and see how many of your dementia and specifically Alzheimer's patients have been on statins and or low cholesterol diets for many years. I'd be very interested to hear your feedback in the comments. And I'll leave it there.
All right, you guys. Listening to what Kendrick said about Weinstein, about some app network that's like Tinder, basically a app or something. Why would Kendrick bring up Drake's daughter? Love is eternity, right? There's a picture of what is supposed to be Drake's daughter. Go to this girl's Instagram. The link in the bio. Click more. In an agency, EEA or EAA, child agency. Click that. And when you look at it and you visually assess what I just saw, just tell me, please, and I'm serious, tell me, does something feel off about that? Immediately. Don't click on no pictures. Just go to this girl's, go to that link. Click it. Don't click the pictures. Just scroll. And tell me that thing in your body where you know something's wrong. Tell me if that shit goes off. Please, tell me. Because I'm under the impression that Kendrick just not only erased Drake, but I also think he somewhat sounded the alarm for what could possibly be highlighting a person who may be into some shit involving little kids. There's a video I just posted of Drake talking about how he liked this 17-year-old girl breast on his chest, and he kissed her 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, actually 5, because he kissed her hands. Like, there's some things that are coming to the surface, and bringing everything together is going to what is supposed to be his daughter's Instagram page. Click the link that Elite Agency something, and tell me, does that sound off something in your soul? Please. If it does, share this video or just comment, let me know. All right? Please. This is serious. Before something is plugged in or people start doing what people do and all of a sudden it goes dark. Hurry up. Screenshot it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this and try that.
So I told y'all about what was going on in Chicago, and they took my video down. Why don't they want me talking about what's happening in the hoods across the country right now? They took my video down because I told you that they are forming gangs from these other countries across the hood in the U.S. right now. They took my video down because I said my friends are calling me and telling me that something is going on and that they are on every street corner all through the hood. And on that video, people in New York, in Colorado, in Phoenix are all saying that the exact same thing is happening. Why don't they want us to talk about that? We better wake up and we better start talking to each other, because it looks like they are using us, and they are going to use this open border issue as a way for us all to go against one another. The video hasn't even been up a whole hour. It had almost 25,000 views, and they know that something stinks, and we're hip to the shit.
I'm about to look at that. I got y'all next week.
Y'all bear with me, but this is going to be worth it because I got a few illusions that I got to break. I got to help my people break this illusion, man, to a lot of people who stuck in the way where they only believe what they can see. You understand? A lot of us only believe what we think is logical. I need y'all to check this out. In the United States, we have 7,000 plus a day. Y'all understand? 7,000 plus a day. And then if we having 7K a day, y'all know what that means? That's 2,555,000 a year. Stick with me, because it's going to break an illusion for some of y'all. The so-called, what people view as the United States, was established in 1776, right? July 4th, 1776, right? It is now 2024. So that means 248 years have passed, right? So if we're having 2,555,000 a year, and you multiply that by 248 years that has happened since 1776, that means there should be about 633,640,000 graves. Y'all understand? That should be 633,640,000 graves. Stick with me. In the United States, there's only 144,000 graveyards. Y'all see where I'm going? There's only 144K graveyards in the United States. Known graveyards, y'all understand? That means each graveyard in the U.S. will have to have 4,400 graves. Y'all know and I know, ain't no graveyards in the United States. Well, it ain't that many that hold 404,000. In y'all neighborhood, it's not that many graves there. So the question is, where are these graves going? All the people who passed, where are these dead bodies going? Think about it. Just so y'all can get the scope of what I'm saying, the entire population right now of the United States is around 333 million. You hear me? 333 million. Well, as I told you, the people that have passed since in 248 years, and this is just the accounted for people. This isn't immigrants. missing people or people prior to the foundation of the United States. That's 633 million people that have passed. That is twice the population of America. If 633 million people have passed, y'all help me explain something. Where are the graves? Where are the graves? If there were enough graves for 633 million, do y'all understand that that is twice the population of the United States? That would mean the entire United States would be a graveyard right now. There shouldn't be as much open land as we see. Ask yourself this. I'm 40. In 40 years, listen, in 40 years, and in my mother's 98 years, we have never seen a new graveyard. Think about it. 633 million souls have passed that are accounted for. Not one new graveyard. Now I got to tell y'all this. It comes down to three things. One, either this is a simulation. And the reason I say it may be a simulation is because in the video game, when you pass in a video game, right, what happens? You respawn, etc., whatever it may play out to be. The one thing you don't see in the video game is an expanding graveyard because the graveyards are unaccounted for. So they feel like they don't need to update enough every time you pass away to show a new grave. The reality we live in, there are no new graveyards. How is this possible? That's impossible. It's impossible to have this many people, 633 million passed away, and not one new graveyard? Not one. There's only 144,000 graveyards listed in America, which means there will have to be 4,400 people per graveyard. That's just me splitting it up evenly. Do y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? The numbers ain't adding up. So that brings me to the second one. Are we consuming them? Y'all know the great saying, you are what you eat. There's no way the U.S. is producing enough meat to feed people. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. You understand? There is no way we are producing enough meat to have people serving Popeyes every day, 365 days a year. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? Do y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? And then there's option 3. We are all living on top of unmarked graves. Right? It comes down to the truth, man. There's no way with 633 million souls passed. Y'all look up the numbers. Y'all don't believe me? It's over 7K. I'm doing it on the low count. This ain't counting immigrants. This ain't counting missing people. You understand? This ain't counting people that are here before the foundation of the United States, right? This is by the numbers. Where are all these people going? Where are these graves going? Where are all these missing bodies going? Y'all love y'all fast food, huh? I'm just here to try and start people on this waking up, man. It's my purpose. It's my purpose. This don't even take the gift. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Where are the bodies going? Y'all ever been eating something like, say, a hot dog or McDonald's and you end up getting a bone in the middle of it? You ask yourself, how or why did my hot dog or my Vienna or whatever this was have a piece of bone in it? It's some harsh reality that a lot of people are going to refuse. But if they go look at the numbers of how many people pass in the United States, it's impossible. If you look at the amount of food that we waste and eat every day in the United States, we don't produce near that amount of meat. Where is the actual extra meat coming from? What are y'all eating? Y'all don't believe me? Maybe if y'all go look around on the internet. Everything's there. Just Google search and see, has there ever been human DNA found in certain restaurants' hamburger patties? Just Google search it. Y'all, we live in a trapped society. The United States is being cut off in a lot of imports, you understand? Where is all this food coming from? The meat specifically. Ain't enough cows in the United States to feed and furnish all these hamburgers they eat every day. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? The truth is sickening. The truth is, either we are consuming them. Matter of fact, the truth may be all three. Consuming them, living on top of them. But even scarier, this is all part of a simulation. You understand? We may be all part of a simulation. In the video game, the graveyard never expands, no matter how many people pass, because of the reincarnation process. There is no way to explain the shortages of graveyards and graves that we have. There is no way in 248 years with 633 million people passing, we shouldn't have no open pastures no more with that many unalivings. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? Something happening. If we get down to the numbers and where these are going, and even if you was putting graves on top of graves, caskets on top of caskets, it still wouldn't be enough space for 633 million. Y'all chop it up with me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think is happening to all these missing bodies throughout history. If y'all don't believe y'all consuming some of them, y'all in for a rude awakening. I love y'all, man. All praise to the Most High. Stay up. Stay blessed. Keep y'all vibes high. Don't fall for nothing. Come back up just like I did. Love y'all. Stay blessed.
See, when he gave the first one, I was like, yeah. When he gave the second one, I was like, yeah. But when he said I got a third option, I said, bro, my stomach can't take it. Don't go with it. Don't do it. And he came with it. It wasn't as bad as I thought he was going to reach for, but he wasn't reaching. I think it's all three. That's what I was going to say. I was going to be like, bro, it's all three. It's all three. Come on, bro. Stop playing. But some of y'all disagree. Some of y'all going to agree with me. Some of y'all got more options that it could be. But only thing I would say, when he talking about where they going, he didn't discuss cremation. That could also be thrown in the topic as well. And I know somebody in the comments, y'all gonna feel me on that one. Y'all gonna agree with that one. But overall, to me, it's all three. He wasn't reaching. But he said he 40 years old, 41, 40 years old, one of them. Bro, he look young, bro. He look young. Whatever he doing, he need to drop the video on that. Because I thought he was a little, I thought he's like my age. I thought he's at least in his 30s. I thought at least in his 30s, but he said he 40, bro. He wearing that 40 straight. He doing something right. Shout out to him. Probably got good genes, but shout out to him though. But clip before that, I will do a little bit more research on that. So next week, I'll be trying to get some more videos because it's the 4th video of the week. So I'm going to try to go ahead and get some more videos as far as looking into what's going on with, she say, Phoenix, Colorado, Chicago, and they forming gangs, and they trying to force us to go against each other. I'll look a little deeper in that one. If y'all got anything, yeah, shoot it through. Best way y'all can send it to me is Instagram. Y'all know how to get my Instagram. Link is up in the description. So, yeah. That's how I take on that one. I could see that happening though. But Chicago, Colorado, Phoenix, let me know something. Y'all having that issue? Have y'all seen anything like that? But I will look for some of those videos as well.
So originally I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to because, oh man, like how do you not discuss this? Let's dive in, right? Now we're just going to cut to the meat and potatoes of this. I had made a post discussing the TikTok ban. Now, my primary point of contention with the TikTok ban is that the American government pulled together quicker than they ever have in the history of lawmaking to make a law banning a social media app while completely ignoring all of the issues that are actually affecting the American quality of life. There's not even a discussion about giving us livable wages, about giving us affordable housing, about forcing the hedge funds to release single-family homes back into the market. They'll give TikTok 9 months to sell, but American hedge funds or foreign hedge funds 10 years to release our single-family homes back into the market. We're not talking about healthcare. We're not talking about free healthcare. We're not talking about the poisonous food we're currently being fed that's illegal everywhere else in the world. We're not discussing any of this. And simultaneously, while they're completely ignoring all of our needs, we are being overtaxed. When it's all said and done, Americans are paying about 50% of their income to taxes. They have completely eliminated the middle class. So the average lower class citizen in America is paying about 50%. You don't believe me? Your income tax, your Medicare, your Social Security, all automatically debited and given to the government. Then you have to pay for your own private health care, your own private retirement. And if that's not bad enough, you still have to pay sales tax and property tax. So yeah, roughly about 50% of your income goes to taxes in America. I post this on all social media apps, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Within an hour or two of me posting it to Instagram, I wake up and I'm banned. I'm completely banned. They've disabled my account. I had 133 followers. My analytics would show on a monthly basis I would touch anywhere from 1 to 10 million individual accounts with my content. I've had it for over 10 years, this particular account, and I'm meta verified. I'm banned from Instagram for life. Now, this just makes the point that this is a gross infringement upon my constitutional right to freedom of speech. And the ban on TikTok was never actually because they're worried about a foreign entity controlling an algorithm that reaches Americans. It's because they want to control the narrative. And they want to censor Americans because an American-owned social media app, oddly enough, has all these community guidelines where you're not allowed to discuss literally the community standards on the Instagram website. And before you guys sit here and tell me that Mark Zuckerberg is sitting around dreaming up censorship for Americans, get out of here. Who do you think makes the community standards? Who do you think runs and controls the metaverse at present? Mark Zuckerberg only cares about selling our data for money and advertisement to, guess what, make more money. The American government has been all through social media for some time. TikTok is designed off of algorithms. The algorithms are going to promote whatever gains the most interactions. It's not the fault of a foreign entity that Americans like being rage baited or intentionally inflammatory content. Actually, it's the fault of American media, constantly polarizing us and pinning us against each other to believe that our neighbor is the enemy, so we never pull together to actually address the injustices our government is committing. And let me be abundantly clear here. I have never been able to monetize Instagram because they always give me some type of infraction for violating community standards. I'm not lewd. I'm not aggressive. I'm not spreading misinformation. I'm not posting intentionally inflammatory content. I'm not inciting an insurrection or even advocating for any type of violent behavior. I am merely just discussing my opinion on what my government is doing. And that alone got me banned for life. And does nobody else see this as a gross infringement upon our constitutional right to freedom of speech? How can any corporation or private entity tell me that I am not allowed to discuss my opinion? Even if I do give out any type of statistics, I make sure that it comes from a verifiable, credible source, which more often than not is the American government. It's a .gov, it's a CDC or the National Crime Database. I don't give out incorrect information from unverified sources. I don't speak factually. I merely say, I find it odd, I'm displeased with, etc., etc. All of these are feelings and opinions that I am now not allowed to voice in my country on a social media platform under the guise of community standards. How? And don't give me that, well, they can do it. I don't care about the why. Do none of you find this off? And seriously, guys, in the comments, spare me the logistics and the legality. Well, they can do it because gender and an example of shit and blah, 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 blah. Just tell me you're a sheep without telling me you're a sheep. I'm so for real. The fact that more people are not up in arms about this is absolutely insane to me. It's like the American government is like, we know we're doing you guys wrong because this opinion is resonating with Americans everywhere. They all feel the same. It's gaining traction. And rather than actually addressing it, let's put a muzzle on her. let's ban her. Let's take away her platform and the platform of other people who are like her, because we're never going to address these issues. Instead, we're going to use the media we do control to polarize and propagate you guys, and then ban any other form of social media where you might not be polarized or propagated, or where you have the ability to speak freely on your opinion. Like, is this really where we're... This is really where we're at, guys. Wow.
To be monetized on Instagram, correct me if I'm wrong, you're able to see your numbers. She said she was never monetized on Instagram. But I thought that you had to be, you met a verified. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But remember when I told y'all before, some people understand what's really going on, and we not shocked or caught off guard by nothing that goes on. And then there's some people who gonna wake up today or when everything's hitting the fan, and they're gonna be 20 times more pissed off than we are. We gonna be more calm, just more logical at that point. They're gonna be deranged, like pissed, because they just woke up. And they realized the day they had to wake up was the day their back is against the wall. I mean, anybody be mad about that. And then you got people like her who some things might piss them off. But for me, I'm numb to half of the shit that I see now. Especially when it comes. Bro, if I get hit with a community guideline, whether it's a warning, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, bro, I don't really get mad no more. You got it. I mean, you expect it, bro. This the line of work you in. This the game you playing. Whenever you say anything that might be truthful, you got to be willing to come and just automatically know. Be open-minded that anything can happen at that point. They might shut you down. TikTok might ban you. Instagram might ban you. I never heard of Instagram banning somebody for life over that. For life? I don't know. That was kind of a stretch. I don't know if she did something that went extra. She may not have did nothing. I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, like, when you playing that game, you can't be shocked about nothing that possibly can happen in the future about losing your platform. You got to be willing to accept that, but it's just kind of like, okay, now you might have to game plan on the back end. But I mean, she has some strong points. Eliminating the middle class, living wages, affordable housing, releasing the single family homes back. Bro, she made some strong points. Spam it up what y'all feel. Spam it up how y'all feeling about what she talking about. Some of it I couldn't put it on YouTube guidelines. Some of it I had to trim some of it out. But the parts that I try to leave the most important parts that I could, y'all let me know what y'all feeling about what she talking about.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
This morning, a story out of Mott Haven where residents say they're outraged.
Apartment managers say all door cameras, like, Ring or Blink cams, they must be removed from their apartment building.
News 12's Ellie Murillo talked to those residents who are mad and afraid.
For Maria Telechia, security is a main priority. She says a recent notice from management is taking away something that keeps her safe.
Where in my lease it says I cannot have something to protect myself.
Telechia says a letter sent to all residents at her Cypress Avenue apartment building demands door cameras be removed by May 16th. The letter specifies if residents do not comply, the cameras would be removed by staff and a lease violation would be issued. We reached out to management for a statement. They responded saying that the property has multiple layers of security. They added that some residents have expressed concern about cameras violating their privacy. For these reasons and others, management is requiring residents to remove Ring cameras installed without permission.
Huh? It's a violation of privacy for me to have my own camera for my protection, but you have cameras all throughout the complex? Huh? I heard this and I was like, this don't make no sense. This is one of those things. It's like, this makes no sense. You're charging me high rent and now I can't even protect myself? Oh, no. I feel like the only reason they want y'all not to have cameras is because you might catch them doing stuff, or maybe not doing stuff when they're supposed to be doing stuff. Like fixing stuff around the apartment complex. So you can catch them on that. They can control their security feed, but they can't control yours.
Hey, literally, y'all remember when I first started the channel? Y'all remember the very first setup I had? Like when we had the closet behind us? Bro, them was apartments. And them apartments, y'all remember the loud ass car in the front? Y'all remember that? I know y'all remember all the noise up and down the street. Bro, that was when we was really like starting this whole channel off. I was learning. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say that apartment complex. They didn't allow us to have rings either. Right when we signed the lease, they was like, you guys can't put a ring up. If you do, a violation of your lease. I didn't think catching them doing something they wasn't. I didn't think that it would catch them not doing their job. We had a manager. She was a Karen. Oh my God, bro. She used to drive us nuts. And we always felt like she's the type to go into your apartment without you knowing. And that's why I felt like she had the ring. She put no rings on the apartments. That's what I feel. And also the apartments was kind of like, they was kind of jank. So I think they also didn't want us to do that because it messes up the paint, messes up their stuff, and they got to put more money into it. I'm just thinking about it from that perspective too. But yeah, the very first time we started this channel, the apartment complex said no rings, no door cams. Inside was cool, but outside wasn't. But I always thought like maybe she was trying to come into the crib because she was always trying to find reasons to get into our crib at least. She was always trying to find reasons. She was pissed when we gave her that 30 days. She was hot. She was mad. She was mad. Crazy, right? But yeah, we can't have them either.
Y'all are gonna find out really soon who's real and who's fake. This new bill that already passed the House, H.R. 1690, will make much of the Bible illegal, especially the crucifixion story. This bill will most likely pass the Senate. Let me show you why.
We're here to discuss the little Gazas that have risen up on campuses across America and the liberal college administrators and politicians who refuse to restore law and order and to protect other students. These little Gazas are disgusting cesspools of it, full of pro-Hamas sympathizers, fanatics, and freaks. The terrorist sympathizers in these little Gazas aren't peacefully protesting Israel's conduct of the war. They're violently and illegally demanding Israel, just like their ideological twins, the Ayatollahs.
All over the U.S., there are major violent protests going on about the situation over there in the Middle East. And to be honest, this is really bringing back George Floyd type vibes. So I have no doubt that Senate will pass this bill. I have no doubt that Biden will pass this bill. And again, this bill will make parts of your Bible illegal. So with it possibly allegedly being illegal, who is still going to preach the gospel? There are many people on social media right now that are not preaching the gospel for God. They're doing it for themselves. This bill is going to expose a lot of content creators, a lot of preachers. When you hear them stop preaching the crucifixion or staying to only Old Testament and certain parts of the Old Testament scripture, you know what's up. There's very few Christian content creators that actually carry their own cross. And for all the people that are like, bring on the end days, bring on the tribulations, these people don't understand. You cannot even share the gospel now when there's no persecution. Imagine when they start jailing preachers and people who share the gospel. We are entering a perfect parallel of first century Roman persecution against Christians. It's not over till it's over, and this comes first.
He reaching? Or y'all agree with him?
So who knew y'all TV could be hacked and could be recording y'all?
Yeah, but with this hack, your TV can watch you. Show us how that works.
So one of the things that we were able to do with the Smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Smart
and
TVs
so what
have
we
cameras?
prove here is that with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
Wow.
And while this is evident to you right here because we've designed it that way, this is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
So what this means is I could be sitting here watching TV, from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe in Paris, and as long as I have a network connection, I'd be able to get into your TV and access the camera.
First of all, why is this my first time knowing that a smart TV has a camera? Second off, what does my smart TV need a camera for?
Facts.
Third, why isn't this more talked about? And if y'all didn't know, this video's old, so that means smart TVs that got way smarter. Yeah, just something to think about. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned. Y'all TVs might be hacked.
Yeah, I got a video of it. You go see this shit, because it's kind of trippy. I'm zoomed in. You can see the little lights. And it's doing exactly what I told you it's doing. Like one walking back and forth, and the other one to go over there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you this shit, cause this shit crazy. This shit's crazy. This shit is crazy. And they're bright though. That's what's crazy, it's bright. It's too far for a portrait. And now it's like they're going deeper, further away to the clouds because it's starting to, can't really pick it up no more, but you see this shit though.
What y'all think that is? That project? Y'all know.
At this point, I'm 100% convinced the U.S. government is trying to kill and poison us through food. Would anybody like to explain to me why no major news outlet is speaking about the fact that there are 16,000 pounds of ground beef in Walmart that have been recalled for E. coli? Yeah, and Walmart was just planning to release their own brand of food. I think fuck not. So this article was originally published May 1st yesterday and was just updated as of 10:58 a.m., which is literally only a couple minutes ago. And it says Walmart ground beef recalled for potential E. coli contamination, 16,000 pounds affected. The U.S. Department of Agriculture announced Wednesday that over 16,000 pounds of ground beef has been recalled over E. coli contamination. Cargill Meat Products recalled ground beef packages with an established ID, and it shows the number that is on all the ground beef that's contaminated, and it was produced between April 26th and the 28th. So this is a recent production of ground beef. Let's start there. Then it says the packages which do not have the Cargill brand on its top packaging had been shipped to Walmart stores across the country. They're saying consumers with the affected packages are advised to throw them away or return them to the point of purchase. If you are showing signs of E. coli poisoning, you are advised to immediately seek medical attention. And be clear, they are investigating a multi-state outbreak. With everything that is going on with our dairy and now this, I really think the U.S. government is trying to off us. It's like, since they can't control us, they rather in our food. If you needed a better reason to go vegan, I guess I'm gonna have to go vegan too, because this is ridiculous.
Didn't I say in a past video, I think we was talking about fruit or something, I said, bro, we don't buy no meat from Walmart. I used to work at Walmart, so I ain't got nothing against it. I'll still walk up in Walmart and shop today and go get me a cool t-shirt, some socks, some underclothes. Go up in there, get you some snacks, whatever you need to get. Like, but the meat off limits. You can go up in there and get cleaning supplies, bro. I got nothing against Walmart, but I'm not buying no meat from there, bro. It's already hard enough to just buy meat anywhere. And yeah, like I said, if I'm getting meat, I'm getting chicken, bro. And it's coming from Sprouts or Nugget. Like, it's not coming from no Walmart, bro. It's not even, probably not even coming from Costco. It's most likely coming from Sprouts. That's the best place I would say I probably trust the most. Other than that, I'm not messing with it. But but times can be hard for some, and some gonna be like, man, I'll go there. So if you have to in that your circumstance, hey, I'm not judging. Hey, you gotta get it by any means, bro. Hey, to each his own. Me personally though, I just can't. And when she talking about that, yeah, and they come out with their own brand. Hell no, I'm definitely not trusting. I already don't mess with Great Value already. If you know about what Great Value had before in the past, I think it was last year. Man, I know I had bad experiences with Great Value. Like, and if you have too, spam it up, bro. But my body was tripping, and I had Great Value. I stopped. My body went back to normal. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna go in detail, but man, y'all let me know.
Ain't no way that there is another Boeing whistleblower. But yeah, it's true. Joshua Dean, a former quality auditor at Boeing, has died. Dean was represented by the law firm in South Carolina that also represented Boeing whistleblower John Mitch Barnett. Barnett was found dead of an apparent this past March. Barnett was in the midst of giving a deposition about safety-related violations he was alleging against Boeing when he died of what police called an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. And now, just 2 months later, another whistleblower is dead, though this time not from any kind of... He died after falling unexplainably ill, his family noting that he was healthy and was actually known for his healthy lifestyle. According to the family, seemingly out of nowhere, Dean contracted a sudden, fast-moving illness that resulted in MRSA. Doctors were considering potentially having to amputate both his hands and feet when he unfortunately succumbed to the infection. 2 Boeing whistleblowers dead in just 2 months.
Yeah.
That's why they... Hey, y'all. Yeah, hey. I done got a death threat. And it's telling me to stay out of HHSC and DFPS business and stuff. I got the sheriff's out here. My husband filed in the mailbox because somebody hit my sister's car. So this is what was in the mailbox right here. My husband was the one that touched it because it was something that's in there. And so we got our sheriff. They're going to be having extra patrol on my house and stuff because this is ridiculous. And you know what? This ain't going to stop me from exposing corruption. It's going to make it worse. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. I just made a video of the sun kind of flashing. Which is a good...
I'm loving that we all see that, bro. They ain't chemtrail today either.
Suspicious as shit that the CIA pulled this book off the shelves before people ever had the chance to read it. It's by Chan Thomas. It's called The Adam and Eve Story, and it's supposedly what's going to happen at the end of the world. Second suspicious as shit thing is that it's 45 pages, but that is a sanitized copy from the CIA that was released in 2013. You can see at the top of this page, that's where I got these from. You're welcome to go to CIA.gov and find the entire document, well, the sanitized version of the document. But let's look at the first 6 pages and see what Chan Thomas predicted. This is the not suspicious at all intro that we have. Like Noah, like Adam and Eve, this too will come to pass. And then we get to page 3. Once we get to page 3, that's when all hell breaks loose on Earth. So to sum up page 3, we have hurricanes, earthquakes, America underwater, right? Destroyed. Within 3 hours, the fantastic wall of water moves across the continent, burying the wind-ravaged land under 2 miles of seething water coast to coast. What the f***? And then on this page, he basically just says, it's not just America that gets f***ed up, it's everywhere that gets f***ed up. So on this page, he finally explains what the hell is going on. Now, the earthquakes and the hurricanes and all that good jazz that came along with it, that lasted for about 6 days. On the 7th day, the horrendous rampage is over. The Arctic Ice Age is ended and a new Stone Age begins. A new era. Yes, the cataclysm has done its work well. The greatest population regulator of all does once more for man what he refuses to do for himself. I can see why the CIA pulled this.
Let's just hope not.
Justin, a nuclear threat has been issued to the United States by Russia as Putin ally makes a chilling threat to sink UK under nuclear tidal wave if NATO sends troops and reduce the United States to radioactive ash if NATO sends troops into Ukraine. This is Vladimir Putin's most senior propagandist in a vow to the United States and to NATO. This is some pretty incredible news coming out. And in addition to that, while this is unfolding, we've also heard that there is a new NATO country that is scrambling at this time to send troops to Russian border nations. Sweden will send troops to Latvia as a part of its commitment to NATO following its recent membership in the alliance. So Russia warning not to do this, or they will reduce NATO and the United States to radioactive nuclear ash. Yet at the same time, we've got other nations scrambling to send them to the border nations to protect NATO nations. And also clarification and opinion piece coming out saying that Europe, but not NATO. So that way, as not to potentially trigger Russia, they're saying that this is Europe and not NATO, should send troops to Ukraine to halt Russia's advances. Kiev needs more boots on the ground, they say. And also, in addition to that, with these threats going back and forth and this intensifying over the past couple of days, this article coming out, listen to this. Court orders seizure of 440 million JP Morgan.
That's what I mean, bro. I was raised if a dude always like threatening, but he ain't pushed a button. Okay, look, I'm not saying he won't push the button, but I'm saying how I was raised in the environment I was raised in, that doesn't mean it works in every environment. I'm wise enough to understand that. But sometimes when somebody like him just keep saying what they gonna do, or they could do this, so they could do that, or they could do this, so they could do that. Them are those dudes that didn't last long. Whether they didn't last long and they still walking amongst us, whether they didn't last long and they no longer with us, or whether they didn't last long and they had to be brought back down to earth. Because it was always somebody I knew, or whether it was me. Sometimes I know I flew off the handle, where I've watched people say what they was gonna do over and over, and sometimes the issue wasn't even with me, it was just around the people I was with, and I flew off the handle before, and I done been like, hey bro, if you said you're gonna do it, then do it, bro. And I done turned up on it. I done seen fights happen that way, and the person that was sending all the threats, wish they never said nothing. I've seen it go real left for the people who always had threats. So I'm not saying that's how this situation is gonna be, but that's a high possibility. It's an option that can happen. It's a way it could play out. He has to stop sending so many damn threats. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause you never say when somebody about to do something, they never tell you they about to do it. They just do it. Simple as that. When it's that serious, nobody's gonna tell you what they're gonna do. They just gonna go do it. It's just gonna pop off. That's all I'm saying.
What the f going on?
Peggy Lynn Scarlett Ray, one of my followers who sent me this information. So apparently, a man in Las Vegas decides to tackle a man down and just start eating his motherfucking face. You heard that right. Tackled him down and just start eating his face off. Eating the man like something out of a horror movie. Can somebody please tell me why all of a sudden we have people starting to just start eating people? What the fuck is going on? Okay, so it does state here that a man allegedly murdered another man at the bus stop near Las Vegas. The victim's face was eaten off in the process, basically. Okay, so they said at 5 o'clock in the morning, a person called the police about a man who reportedly tackled another man down on Las Vegas Boulevard near Charleston and ate off his. Transported the victim, who was later identified as Kenneth Brown, at the hospital.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6 o'clock.
This is the same place that had 10-foot aliens, or now they're saying demonic spirits. Now they got zombies.
Is now investigator Kyle Payne with the latest. Kyle.
Sasha, all's quiet here in this section of downtown. And again, the information we're able to report at this hour.
I can tell you one thing about Vegas. They gonna sweep everything under the rug because it's a tourist state. So if there was a zombie apocalypse.
Sources say police responded to a call around 6 a.m. You can see plainclothes police personnel and officers in uniform swarming the area. Later this afternoon, when we got here, even though it was much quieter, you can see crumpled up police tape and the remnants of this crime scene, as well as plastic gloves in the trash can.
I don't know no drugs
where witnesses say this
that make you
situation
get hungry and want to eat off a mother person's face.
The one neighbor we spoke with didn't seem fazed with well-documented issues of homelessness and drugs.
I would say drugs. I mean, that's the only guy I can think of. Most of the people who I see down here that are homeless or downtown or whatever, you know, they're either on drugs or...
What the f*** do we have running around eating on people?
We spoke with people inside the 7-Eleven on nearby AM PM, all of whom seem to know some gory details of what happened here this morning, but nothing
They sure not talking about it. Why?
What our sources tell us. We do know, according to
Isn't that what happened with them aliens? Nobody was allowed to talk about it. Now all of a sudden they're coming out with the video. Now watch out in Vegas.
As that information comes in, we'll keep you updated.
I'm gonna go ahead and reach out on a limb here, and I'm gonna call cap on this whole story. You know why? Because it hit the news. That's why. The news, they ain't gonna give you what they want. They're gonna give you what they want you to see, so they can control your perception. They ain't gonna, and I could be reaching. Maybe this is real. I could be wrong. My personal feelings towards it is, they're not gonna give you, the news ain't gonna give you the truth. The news gonna give you something to control your perception. So when they give you some more news, that more news can still control your perception. It's like they give you a seed to plant that, so the plant can flourish later on down the line. When they give you something else, then it you know, it sprouts, and then that flower blossoms in your head, and you're like, oh bro, remember when we saw that one clip? Man, that's what I think the news do. That's what I think they do. So it could be real, it possibly can't be real, or they just getting you prepared for what maybe the future will hold. But I don't know. They don't give us none of the other truth. So why would they give us that as truth and be that on topic and detailed and all that? They said the dude ate his ear and his eye. Bro, tripping, bro.
What the f? No, literally.
Wait.
What the f?
Babe, stop cussing. Wait, she's not moving at all. What is she looking at?
What is she doing?
That's actually really
That's
concerning.
Very creepy. I don't know what's going on here. You know, I've seen a lot of TikToks with like glitches in the Matrix, but this got to be top dog for me.
Oh my god.
Like, no, seriously, this is a glitch. Like, No one is standing that perfect with their legs crossed. I'm just being.
Look at this guy.
I want to see if he see. Look at him. No. Is no one noticing this? Dog, is no one seeing this? What is going on? Look, even
that's
looking.
crazy.
No, she's looking. Look. Oh.
What?
She glitched out, and some of them might have been NPCs. That might be why that dude didn't say nothing.
It's a whole tornado outside. I know. I was already. Yeah. Go on somewhere. We in cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Well, why are you still standing there, honey?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, go ahead.
You okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, go home. What's goddamn scooter? Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make this shit up.
He talking about, oh, okay. Bro, you might want to raise up on out of here, for we had to come outside and grandma and moms can't call the dogs off, bruh. And I ain't talking about no dogs on all four. That's all I'm saying. All I know my mom had to do was be like, she called my name, I'm coming running. I'm like, probably like, what's up? But depending on how she called my name, because it's different ways she called my name. She called my name like, oh, you left a water bottle in my living room or something, like, okay. But if I'm in mom's crib and she like, and she yell my name, oh, I'm about to come running. And if she be like, look at this, my sister probably gonna tell me like, calm down before you go out there tripping and you do too much. Calm down. It's a guy standing outside. We're in the middle of a tornado warning or whatever. We ain't covered, and he just standing in mom's in the grass. It's probably gonna piss me off. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably gonna piss me off. Cause you in our area, bro. You invading our space. And I don't know what you here for. And I done been through too much in my life to let you come sitting on my lawn like that. I don't trust you, bro. And I gotta jump on you and then ask questions later because the world dangerous, bro. That's how I'm gonna look at it. And then he talking about, you okay? Are you okay, bro? You on my stuff. You over here on my stuff, bro. Yeah, and he on a scooter. Tripping. But I thought maybe Skinwalker, but I don't think Skinwalker getting on no scooter and he riding away like that. Maybe dude was just spooked. I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know.
This should scare every parent to their knees. You should be scared to your knees. Your children are not safe online. Sacramento police did a sting. For 3 days, this sting was only 3 days. 24 people were arrested, including the fire captain. Now, what this tells us, folks, is your kids are not safe with anybody. You can't trust anybody nowadays. Little League coach, nope, can't trust. Soccer coach, nope, can't trust. Teacher, nope, can't trust. Next door neighbor, nope, can't trust. Your best friend, no, you can't trust anyone. And that's where we're at in America. Folks, this is sick. This is sick. If you think about 3 days, 24 people, could you imagine how many more are out there? How many more are out there? This is a sick world. Protect your kids. Protect your kids.
I was doing my due diligence, looking at the Sacramento Bee. To those who don't know, that's our paper. That was our newspaper. Then we have physical Sacramento Bee newspapers anymore. It used to be a big thing. It's gone. Gotta go online to get it. So I'm just looking, just searching. Seeing that. We have one of those also in Roseville. Roseville, like the suburb area of Sacramento. We had one of those too. From like, I think it was like a hotel sting or something. Yeah, it was crazy. Going down. But I had to go ahead and put that out there. Sacramento Sheriff Department. They was getting on their ass. What did it say, 24? Bay Area Captain Fire. Now, some people gonna think Sacramento the Bay Area. We not the Bay Area, bro. Bay Area like a couple hours away from us. Frisco, Vallejo, all that, Oakland, like all that's the Bay. We not the Bay. We by the Sacramento River. We don't have no oceans in Sacramento. Ain't no beaches in Sacramento. So yeah, and we not close to LA because I know some people be thinking Sacramento's LA. We not LA either. We 6 hours from them. We Northern Cali, but we like the Valley, not the Bay, not Southern California. But I had to go ahead and post that. Give y'all some game on where I stay, the city I come from. We got some of that stuff going on too. But we made it to the end of this, man. I made sure to go ahead and stretch the video out, get y'all a long video. I figured it was worth it. It was due. But I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the collective. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with them 4 videos a week, man. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you until I see y'all in the next one, man. Y'all have a smooth 7. And we gone.
I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what I'm